All right, week one is now in the books for Knoxville's newest police chief. Paul Noel officially took over that job last Monday.
6 on your side's Elizabeth Kubel went to Noel's swearing-in ceremony, and just over a week later now, she's sitting down with the chief to talk one-on-one about his first week, some changes, and what comes next. Elizabeth.
Yes, exactly right, Lori. And I did ask Chief Noel what he learned in week one. He said that this is a good police department and there are things to do to make it better. And as he meets with employees and community members, he will start to set the vision for how he sees KPD moving forward. It has been 1 week now on the job for you. How has week one been?
So it's been great. So, the first week is really about meeting as many of the employees as the Knoxville Police Department as possible. So I've met with all the captains. This week I'm now starting the process of meeting one-on-one with all the lieutenants. And at the same time, I'm going to meet with the sergeants as a group and some of the officers in smaller groups as well. So my goal is to meet with every single employee of the organization.
Though it is only day 6 of work at KPD for Chief Noel, he has already made some changes.
All of the command staff, the captains and above, will now wear uniforms every day. So that's a visible thing that you will see. And that's something decision was not made because there was a problem with what the command staff was wearing. But I think it's very important that the community and the men and women of this organization see their leaders wearing this uniform every day, representing our organization, representing me every day on the field.
We have told you about another of Noel's first actions as chief. When he submitted KPD's application for the ABLE project, it stands for Active Bystandership for Law Enforcement. Do you feel like that was a problem in Knoxville, specific to Knoxville, or this was going to be something you were going to implement no matter what your next step was?
No matter where I went in policing, if this program didn't exist, I would have brought it, simply because there's no downside. It's not like we're bringing this in because there's a specific problem. We're bringing this in because this is what policing in the modern world is about. Not only being tough on crime and not only being efficient and effective in the way we police, but making sure that we keep our police officers, we protect their careers, we prevent them from making mistakes if possible, and also promoting employee wellness as well.
Anything that you just want the people of Knoxville to know as their newest police chief?
Super excited to be here. I'm super excited to be a part of this police department. And Knoxville Police Department is a good police department, but I'm excited to be able to help enhance that department and make it a first-class organization that we all can be proud to be a part of.
And we also talked today about the biggest challenges Knoxville faces. Noel says, number one, violent crime. He told me finding ways to reduce gun violence is a top priority. Don.
And before we let you go, Elizabeth, during his first week at the helm, the chief, I know he sent out an email. What was that all about to the officers in the police department?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that email right now. He announced some pretty notable changes. Chief Noel says the department's internal affairs unit and the accreditation unit will now both report directly to Assistant Chief Mark Fortner. His name may be familiar to you because he led the department temporarily following former Chief Eve Thomas's retirement. He says these areas each deserve undivided attention.
Another takeaway, Chief Noel says he has directed the captain, Brian Evans, to lay the groundwork for a vehicle collision review board. He says this board will review every single collision involving a police vehicle to see if any adjustments need to be made to the KPD policy or in the training.